Yeah, so this particular story took place back when I was hospital police. I was, safety and security officer, hospital police at Mount Carmel West, a hospital that doesn't even exist anymore, sadly. It was to me, it was a staple to the community that it was in. It served a very underprivileged community on the west side of Columbus, Ohio. Hospital had been there for like 150 years, man. It had grown from being a hospital to like a full college with dorms, a standoff emergency room. They also had a mental hospital, full service mental hospital, man, that had staff that was dedicated to that area, where people could be sent there by a judge. What I mean? Like it was a legit place, man. I got a lot of memories there, and one memory I have there in particular, there was a call that came in about a guy um, that was at home with his kids, and he found the baby unresponsive, and they brought the baby into the hospital, into the trauma center, and they were working on this baby, man. I'll never forget when I would be in the trauma center, watching them work on the patients that came in, and kind of just making sure nobody else that wasn't supposed to come in the trauma bay came in there. But I remember seeing this little baby, and it just wasn't moving. It was like blue, and and I remember he was so small, and they were working on him, and they called it. The doctor had to call it, and kind of everybody kind of left the room for a minute, because the father, he had to tell the mother. No, I'm sorry, the doctor went out to tell the mother. No, the doctor went out to tell the father what was going on, and the mother was hurrying, rushing to the hospital, and the baby was laying on the hospital bed, and the hospital bed was so big, but it was just this little body laying on the bed, and it didn't move at all. And then they came in and they put a little white sheet over it, and it was one of the most heartbreaking moments that I witnessed in that emergency room. But what was even more heartbreaking was when the mother got there. I remember, man, like I remember nobody wanted to talk to her. It was like nobody could look at her. And the doctor came out and he told her, and she was screaming. And she said, "I want to see my baby now. I want to see my baby right now." And I walked her back to the trauma bay, and kind of just walked her in the room, and she walked over to the bed where the baby was at underneath the sheet. She pulled back the sheet, man, and she was screaming. And I just walked back to the front of the ER and sat at the desk. And she was screaming so loud and so full of emotion that I swear, man, like, with everything that was going on in there, nobody said anything, and everybody could hear her screaming. And it was like it just felt like it was echoing through the hallways. And yeah, that was a real gut wrenching moment. But yeah, I'll never forget that one. Yeah.